was just saying something. This is interesting. It's a BB Shea take, so you know it's hot. Both Biggie and BB Shea saw a movie called The Monkey, which really, it doesn't matter what it's about, except there's a guy in the movie who's playing a character. I guess, is he a bad guy?
No, he's kind of the good guy. He's playing twin brothers.
Okay.
So he's playing both roles. One twin brother's good, one's kind of bad.
So BB Shea said the guy in the movie, and what's the actor's name?
Theo James.
He was in a season of White Lotus, season 2. BB Shea's take is he's too good looking to play that role because his younger siblings and the rest of the family don't look good enough. They're like they're
too distracting.
Too distracting.
Yeah.
Too distractingly good looking to play the role.
And at first I wanted to come back at him and argue, but then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
He kind of is too good looking for this role.
He is a damn handsome fella. He was in the Divergent movies, which I took one of my nieces to see.
Yep.
And he's playing a role where he's supposed to kind of be this dorky kid and who's picked on a lot, and it didn't fit.
You know, a lot of times I think, and I like a lot of like young adult, or at the time like teen slasher, stuff like that. And sometimes the nerds in the movie, you know, male and female, then all of a sudden they're in a swimsuit and you're like, geez, they're great looking. There's no need for them to, you know, they shouldn't be playing the nerd. So that's the whole thing.
That's the whole exact same thing here, where you see the grown-up version, because at first you just see the kid version. Well, then it switches to the grown-up, and it's like, and he's supposed to be playing kind of this down on his luck loser, and you're looking at him, you're like, you're even too good to be that.
It's another thing. You have to suspend your disbelief. Like, in movies where Jennifer Aniston can't get a date, you know, she's just like, oh, you know, and down on her luck and a loser and that kind of stuff. Yeah, same as in Friends. Like, nobody will date her. She can't get the attention sometimes of guys who live across the hall. And it's like, you know, you're Jennifer Aniston. Come on. We all know what's going on here. You're Jennifer Aniston. You know, you could get somebody on that show. There is entertainment note, they're doing a prequel to the Rambo movies. That's in the works now. Stallone,
could be an interesting story.
I agree. Stallone is not attached. He is not part of it, knows about it, but he won't be in the movie. And they've chosen an actor to play the young John Rambo. And he does look. Now, I said to Chris, maybe
he sustained a head injury.
Maybe they'll have to say that. They'll have to say he sustained a head injury. That's why he's out. You know, he's got to talk like that. You know, I would say. I just watched Rocky 1, 2, and 3 with my son.
Oh, and back to back to back,
with weeks apart.
Okay.
Like so, within the last month, I've seen all 3 of them, and they really. When I was a kid, I loved Rocky 3. That's Mr. T, Rocky, and I saw it in the theater.
And Hulk,
yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah,
we just saw this like last Friday night. So I saw Rocky 3 in the theater at age 11. Came home and was shadow boxing, you know, forever, you know. And I could go about yeah, and I'd go for like 1 minute.
I'm the Tiger, Didi.
I mean, it wore me out. It is very difficult to do that. But I was like punching. I had a
Daddy, can you buy some meat so I can punch it?
I had a bunny that I would punch.
I ain't wasting money on
stuffed bunny.
I had a stuffed bunny from when I was younger. I was 11, but I had a stuffed bunny. And I hung it up from a string and started punching it and stuff like that. You know,
God, he's punching the bunny again. I got to get that boy a real bag.
I thought you meant he was touching himself.
No, too young.
He's too young to punch the bunny?
He's punching his bunny again.
I didn't punch my bunny until I was...
Did you not?
I didn't punch my bunny until I was 14. That's when I first...
Liar!
No, 14.
No, I'm with you. 14. Yeah.
During an episode of the Brady Bunch, which I told you that I was
Dad's in perm or no perm?
Perm. This was a full perm Brady Bunch.
So the later years.
Yes, and I was watching it.
Alice just pulled a roast out.
Yeah.
She bent over the range.
Yeah. What's happening?
I became aroused at age 14. I never could figure it out. People would do like the motion to me, like what was going on, you know.
And they just play along.
And I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. And that's when I first figured it out. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Look what I can do, you know. And then it occupied a lot of my time. Then at that point, it becomes like a hobby, you know. And I didn't have to have the Brady Bunch on. Only the first 3 or 4 times. That was it. Anyway, so no. when I say I was punching my bunny, I was actually punching
a bunny.
Yeah.
a bunny.
You know, Shane Gillis says he has a good stand-up bit about that's when your relationship really changes with your mother. When you start with that. He said because growing up, every little boy is just their mom's gay best friend.
100%.
You know, dance for me.
Yeah.
And you play along. He said, and that switch happens where you go from that to, when's this bitch going to leave the house? I need to have my me time. And he couldn't be more right, because it is that quick of a switch.
God, around Halloween, we'll have to play that call we got a couple of years ago on Halloween, where the guy was at home, his house was haunted, he didn't realize it, and as he started to pleasure himself in the bathroom, here came the ghost out of the tub to stop him, like slapped his hand.
He thought it was his grandmother?
Yeah, old lady ghost,
Yeah.
and she came out of the tub and said, what in the world do you think you're doing?
Punching that bunny.
Right, don't punch your bunny. I was actually punching a bunny, and anyway, my son and I watched Rockies 1, 2, and 3. And they get progressively worse. But I loved 3 when I was a kid. Now 3, all it is like action. You know, it's like wrestling match, first boxing match, second boxing match. They have 3 different events there.
3 fights.
The first one has real depth to it. You know, there's really something to it.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Well, how did your son rank them?
He liked 2 the best. And I used to say 2 was my favorite because at the end, both Rocky and Apollo fall onto the ring and then get up. That moment is
the double knockdown.
Unbelievable. But you know, the problem with part 2 is it's like killing time for an hour and 45 minutes until the fight. It's like nothing really happens. I mean, Adrian gets pregnant and then is in a coma.
She's in the hospital bed for half
for
the
a
movie.
long time. And it's like Rocky wasn't really into the fight. Yeah. He just couldn't get motivated.
Does she wake up and say win? Is that one?
Yes, that's that one. And so it's at the end they're going to fight, but the first one, the story leading up to the fight is really good.
It's a great story.
It's Rocky down on his luck and
from the streets up,
and he's a like he works as a leg breaker for the guy who takes
the loan
shark, and then they kind of work that guy in the second one, but needlessly, you know, he didn't need to be in it. And in the third one, I was just like, none of these characters. Paulie didn't need to be in it, but he is.
Yeah, Rocky did have the worst cornerman in boxing history.
But I love Mickey. But you know,
Mickey's okay.
But you know the thing about Mickey, who I love, who died in part 3. Spoiler. Mickey would just say to Rocky, you know, you can do it. He never gave him any like direction.
Worst cornerman in the biz.
No direction. You know, the other guy, Apollo's corner, would say, he's breaking you up inside. You know, you got to stick and move. Get out of his way. Yeah. You got this fight won on points. Now get out of his way. You know, that kind of.
Yeah, real boxing strategy.
Yeah. Mickey would just be like, go get him.
I could really use some advice. Get out there, Rock.
Should have thrown my left or my right.
He'd never say. And then Mickey would say, like, you're a 200-pound greasy Italian tank. You can go through it. It was just a cheerleader is all Mickey was. Really, that's right. And then there's some guy you never even, in part 1, you never even see him in the whole movie, and he's giving Rocky advice in his ear, but you don't even know who he is.
Is he Spit Bucket guy? I can't remember what he does.
He's like Spit Bucket guy, yeah. And that guy's like, go to the body, and Mickey's just sitting there. I mean, I love Mickey. I love Mickey. But geez,
well, as a character, he's fantastic,
wonderful, and that first movie is phenomenal. Now, they're doing Rambo, a prequel, which I agree has legs because that first movie, First Blood, is great. First Blood is fantastic, and there's a backstory because he was in Vietnam, all that, you know. They've chosen the actor to play him, and they've shown him, and he looks like Stallone. Young, he looks like a 25-year-old Stallone.